God's advice today. Have you ever felt that God is trying to speak to you, yet in the busyness of life, His signs go unnoticed? This message invites you to pause, reflect, and open your heart. Perhaps this is exactly what you needed to hear today. Watch until the end with openness, and if these words touch you, leave a like, subscribe to the channel, and turn on the notification bell to receive more messages like this. Don't forget to check the pinned comment for a 1-minute prayer and a recommended message to help strengthen your faith even more. God said, "Beloved child, declare now with strength and faith, I receive God's restoration for my life." For when you speak these words, you immediately align yourself with the divine movement already operating behind the scenes of your story, rebuilding what seemed ruined and giving new life to what had been silenced within you. This declaration opens space for my light to reach places that were once hidden, and in the midst of this process I remind you of what is written, "For nothing is impossible with God." Luke chapter 1 verse 37. By receiving this truth in your spirit, you allow restoration to advance not only over your emotions, but also over your path, your relationships, your dreams, and your inner strength. Do you feel ready for a deep change in your life and in the lives of those you love? Sometimes all we need is a small step of faith to open the doors of abundance, peace, and the blessings God has already prepared for us. A simple 1-minute prayer can become the beginning of a spiritual journey that transforms the inside and reflects on the outside. If you desire to attract more light, balance, and prosperity, both spiritually and materially, click on the link in the first comment. There you will find a simple practice, guided with love, that can help you connect more deeply with the divine presence in your life. When you declare this, you are not simply repeating a phrase. You are activating a spiritual position where my hand works in depth, turning pain into renewal, failures into authority, and silence into revelation. I see your courage to believe even after losses, and it is that courage that opens the door to a new chapter heaven has already written for you. Therefore, remain firm in this declaration, for what you receive with faith I bring into reality with power, and the restoration coming your way will not be small, temporary, or partial. It will be complete, lasting, and transformative. Beloved child, I tell you with eternal love, not a single seed of your faithfulness has been ignored or lost before me. For every silent gesture, every sacrifice you made out of righteousness, and every tear you shed when no one saw was recorded in my heart. There were days when you believed you were standing still, stagnant, without visible progress, but in truth I was moving you internally, shaping your roots in depths your eyes could not perceive. While many judged you by outward appearance, by the phase you were in, or by the apparent slowness of your journey, I was clothing you with silent strength, mature wisdom, and spiritual sensitivity able to discern paths that once confused you. Now, my child, I am pulling out of you the exhaustion that piled up through the battles, breaking the marks of old rejection, removing the invisible weight of words that wounded you and tried to distort your identity. You no longer walk carrying the past on your back, for I myself am clearing your road, dismantling traps, removing thorns, and straightening paths that were once crooked. Do not fear, the new season has already begun, and your name is being remembered in places you never imagined entering. Comment: God's new season has begun in my life. Understand this, the pain you felt was not a sign of abandonment, but a tool of preparation allowed to expand your spiritual, emotional, and inner capacity. The pressure around you was intense because the anointing over your life is greater than you realize, and every tear you shed watered a soil that is now beginning to bloom in a supernatural way. Nothing you lived was in vain, and I remind you of what I declared, behold, I am doing a new thing, now it springs forth. Do you not perceive it? Isaiah chapter 43 verse 19, for this is exactly what I am doing within you now, birthing a renewed vision that allows you to see beyond previous limitations, awakening a strength that was asleep beneath accumulated pain, and resurrecting a courage that rises precisely when you were about to give up. Your spirit is being expanded to embrace new horizons, your faith strengthened to sustain what is coming, and your spiritual eyes open to recognize signs you once ignored, for the harvest approaching requires a heart capable of carrying the weight of abundance and walking with authority in the new season I have prepared for you. Comment, I see God's newness blooming within me. Beloved child, let me reveal something deep to your heart. This season is not only about receiving what you have been waiting for, but about learning to move in the rhythm of my spirit, allowing each step to be guided by a wisdom that does not come from hurry, anxiety, or fear, but from my presence that leads you with firmness and gentleness. I am refining your discernment, sharpening your ears to recognize my voice even in the noise of the world, and elevating your spiritual sensitivity so that you perceive not only what is happening around you, but mainly what I am activating within you. You are no longer the one who gets lost in storms or doubts your worth when the winds blow against you. Now you are the one who learns to recognize the wind I send, the movement I begin, the direction I reveal even when everything seems uncertain. In this new phase, you will not allow fear to paralyze you nor old memories to dictate your steps, for I am teaching you to govern emotion, memory, and impulse with spiritual maturity and a firm identity. You are growing, and this growth, often silent and almost invisible to human eyes, has the power to transform not only your life but environments, decisions, atmospheres, and even destinies around you. Therefore, my child, never underestimate your influence. Did you know that there is an effective method to attract greater financial prosperity? This technique can help transform your deep-seated beliefs and change the way you perceive reality. It had a profound impact on my life, and we would like to invite you to explore this special practice. When we trust that God wants to act in our lives, we gain the courage to ask Him directly. God desires to bless each of us in a unique and wonderful way. That's why it's important to seek His blessings with faith and confidence, believing that He has a special plan for you. If you would like to support our work and the team dedicated to bringing content that inspires and transforms, we invite you to check out our product. The link is available in the first comment, so you can discover how this technique can also help you on your journey. Your contribution helps us continue sharing messages that make a difference. We deeply appreciate your trust and support. My child, today I draw your heart into understanding that the harvest arriving in your life is not merely a provision, it is a divine confirmation that I am your God and that my word never fails. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. What once felt distant now approaches you with the certainty of a promise fulfilled. The doors that remained closed were not signs of rejection but shields of protection. I preserved what belonged to you, and I kept safe what had been entrusted to your destiny. I prepared the soil long before placing the seed into your hands. Do not allow the echoes of past fears or the memories of previous disappointments to rob you of the joy assigned to this season. I am giving you grace to steward what I am about to multiply. As you walk forward, speak with confidence, "The Lord is my shepherd, and I shall not lack," for these words align your spirit with the abundance I have ordained. You are stepping into a time where provision will meet purpose, and where every promise whispered in silence will begin to unfold before your eyes. Trust me, for I am faithful, and I am guiding you into fullness. My son, I need you to understand that this season requires movement, courage, and intentional action. You cannot remain still, waiting for everything to unfold without participation. My Spirit is already breathing new ideas into your mind, ideas that carry the fingerprint of heaven. I am opening strategic opportunities, aligning connections, and releasing inspiration that will awaken what has been dormant within you. You are not a prisoner of circumstances, nor are you defined by your past mistakes. You are led by my hand, and when I choose to elevate you, no attack, no envy, no word spoken against you, and no delay can interfere with my purpose. Prepare yourself, for relationships that once seemed broken will be restored, dreams long buried will be reactivated, and gifts you thought insignificant will rise with new strength. Your voice will carry authority you did not know you possessed, and doors will open because my Spirit walks before you. Declare boldly, I move with the direction of the Holy Spirit, and you will see clarity flooding into you. You are entering a season of divine acceleration. Remember what I have declared through my eternal word, all things work together for good for those who love me. Nothing has escaped my attention, not the tears, not the battles, not the nights of confusion, not the moments you felt abandoned. I shielded you from wars that would have destroyed your heart. I allowed certain corrections because love disciplines, and I covered you with mercy in every moment where weakness tried to define you. Now I break every chain of fear that has wrapped around your confidence. I dissolve confusion and remove spiritual burdens that were never meant for you to carry. My hand rests upon your mind to bring peace, upon your heart to bring forgiveness, and upon your steps to bring alignment with purpose. What wounded you will be healed. What delayed you will be removed. What was stolen will be restored. Speak in faith, I believe that all things work together for my good, and watch as the atmosphere around you begins to shift. I am turning pain into wisdom, confusion into clarity, and loss into testimony. I speak to you with solemnity and deep love. Prepare your spirit, for the honor about to rest upon your life will not be the product of coincidence, it will be the manifestation of my purpose. I will place you in environments where your story will be your greatest authority. When you speak, people will sense my presence flowing through your words. What was once hidden will now be unveiled. Those who doubted you will witness what I am doing. Those who mocked will recognize my hand upon you. Those who wounded you will see the unfolding of my care. This is not vengeance, it is divine justice, the kind that lifts you without harming anyone, the kind that reveals my faithfulness without bitterness. You did not ask for greatness, you asked for healing. And because your heart sought restoration rather than position, I will give you both. Honor will clothe you, not to elevate your pride but to magnify my glory. Walk with assurance and declare, the honor of God will rest upon my life, for you are entering a phase where your testimony becomes a beacon of hope for many. What I bring will exceed what you once imagined. Hold this promise tightly within your heart, for I know the plans I have for you, plans of peace and not of harm, plans to give you a future and a hope. Nothing in your journey is outside my order. When I say it is time for harvest, it is because I myself have prepared the soil, watered it with grace, and protected it from spiritual threats meant to destroy it. I now breathe fresh hope into your soul. I release new strength into your spirit. I give you renewed vision so you may see beyond what your natural eyes perceive. Your heart will feel light again. Your thoughts will gain clarity. Your steps will be guided with purpose, and your soul will find rest in my presence. You are not walking alone, you never have. I am with you now, and I will remain with you forever. Speak with conviction. The plans of God for me are plans of peace and hope, and watch this truth anchor your spirit. You are stepping into a future crafted by divine hands, a future filled with restoration, direction, and unshakable peace. You have been walking with an internal weight that you cannot always explain, but I see it. You have tried to understand the changes around you, the silent losses, the doors that opened quietly and the ones that remained closed longer than you imagined. But today I tell you, every movement, every pause, every wait, and every step forward were carefully placed by me to lead you to the point where you now stand. And I want you to understand something deeply: nothing in your life is delayed. Nothing has escaped my control. You are guided by a hand that never fails, and I call you to perceive that what you have today, the breath you inhale, the strength that keeps you standing, the food that sustains you, the affections that surround you, are not small details, but living signs of my continuous faithfulness. When you recognize what you have, you make room within yourself for what is still coming. And I affirm, it will come. Just as the sun rises every day without ever denying its light, so my provisions arrive to those who remain in me. Keep your heart awake for what I am about to do, for you are entering a phase of your life where recognition opens paths, and gratitude prepares the ground for abundance. My beloved son, I want you to be aware of how your sensitivity to my subtle touches reveals your spiritual maturity. The small wonders I place before you, that unexpected solution, that person who appears at the right moment, that comfort that invades your soul when you think you cannot endure, these are not coincidences. They are messages. They are trails. They are my signs saying, I am still here. When you remember the times I rescued you, restored you, lifted you when everything seemed lost, you strengthen your certainty about what is coming. The faith you have today was built in days of tears, silence, waiting, and surrender. And it grows when you draw near to me with sincerity. So I ask you, seek wise counsel. Ask for clarity. Act with integrity. What I am placing in your hands is not small, and it will not be temporary. You are a guardian of what I pour out. The abundance I prepare is not only to supply you, but to transform you into a channel. And son, when you understand your role as one who receives to transmit, you become fertile ground where I can plant without limits. Nothing will lack while your heart remains open to my movement. Now listen to something deep that I want to teach you. What you share with confidence always multiplies. Not only what is material, but your time, your talents, your words, your listening, your care for those who suffer. There is an invisible expansion happening when your heart moves without fear. That is why I tell you, if these promises awaken your spirit, declare them. Speak your faith. Say with your own voice, I accept this goodness. I receive the provision. I align myself with God's purpose for my life. This is not an empty ritual. These are not pretty phrases. They are declarations that align your being with my rhythm. When you speak, something inside you organizes, strengthens, and rises. And when you take your stand with firmness, you begin to perceive that change arrives, small but constant, that worries diminish, that possibilities appear where nothing existed. And even if others do not understand, even if they doubt, even if they mock, it does not matter. What I have for you does not depend on anyone's acceptance. Just remain on the path I traced. Keep humility in your heart, gratitude in your actions, and firmness in your faith. For what once looked like scarcity will become visible abundance. Son, I call you to go deeper. Deeper into my presence, deeper in understanding what I am shaping within you. You carry abilities that have not yet been fully revealed, gifts that sleep awaiting my command, potential that will bloom when I say, now. And that now is near. Let this overflow reach not only your life, but your entire existence. You were not created merely to survive, but to shine in the midst of darkness, to be comfort where there is pain, hope where there is discouragement, light where there is shadow. Receive this calling with courage. What I placed in your spirit is not small, it is great, vast, intense, and transformative. So rise with authority. Walk with confidence. Do not fear the process. What I am planning for you cannot be stopped by any circumstance, any person, any delay. My will remains over you as an eternal promise. And the time that is coming now is a time of new beginnings, renewed provisions, wider paths, and unexpected opportunities. I prepare you not to survive, but to flourish. I want you to keep these words. When you silence yourself before me, I speak within you. When you rest in my spiritual embrace, your strength returns. When you become still, your spirit perceives what your mind cannot understand. It is in this daily dialogue, this intimate conversation between your heart and mine, that I will give you discernment to face what is coming. Speak with me. Pour out your exhaustion, your joy, your confusion, your gratitude. I receive everything. Nothing that comes from you tires me, nothing annoys me, nothing surprises me. I know you completely, your hidden fears, your guarded dreams, your silent longings. I know what you want, what you hope for, where it hurts, where you lack strength. And I tell you, you will not walk alone. At each difficult step, I will sustain you. At each dawn of uncertainty, I will comfort you. When the weight becomes too heavy, I will carry you. My presence surrounds you on all sides. I am your constant shelter, your safe refuge, your faithful companion. My child, listen closely to the stirring within your spirit, for I am speaking to you even now with a clarity that reaches deeper than words. You have walked through seasons where uncertainty pressed on your chest and shadows attempted to silence your confidence, yet through all of it, my assurances remained unchanged. Every moment you felt unseen, I was watching over you. Every moment you felt weak, I was strengthening you. The courage rising within you is not accidental, it is my breath filling your being, empowering you to resist the darkness that once tried to claim your attention. You do not face your battles alone. I am nearer to you than the beating of your own heart. When you choose to step away from what distances you from my presence and walk toward the light of my grace, you open the door for my intentions to unfold without hindrance. Move forward now with a renewed will, with expectation alive within you, because what I prepared for your life goes far beyond what you imagined. Your trust in me has already begun reshaping the atmosphere around you, clearing away old fears and making room for the new work I am bringing forth within your days. You chose to rely on me, and I will honor that choice in ways you will soon perceive plainly. Prepare your heart to encounter me in deeper ways, to sense my nearness not as an occasional comfort, but as a constant reality shaping your every step. From the moment these truths take root within you, you will begin to see how trust transforms your perspective, strengthening your thoughts and steadying your emotions. Each day you renew your trust in me, you fortify the foundation on which I am building your future. When difficulties emerge, and they will in this world, you will find peace, not because circumstances soften, but because my presence surrounds you with unwavering stability. When the burdens of life lean heavily upon you, my strength will become your unshakable fortress. Let these truths govern your thoughts. Let them be the compass directing your decisions and the anchor that holds your spirit steady. Speak of my goodness. Declare my faithfulness. Maintain a constant connection with me, and you will see my extraordinary works unfold in ways you never expected. I am your champion, your defender, your guide, and your unfailing companion. I shield you even in moments you do not perceive my protection. No dread, no fear, no lingering pain from the past will ever be strong enough to separate you from my care. I remain close to you in every breath you take. I hear the quiet prayers you do not speak aloud, the unformed desires resting at the edges of your heart, the silent tears that fall when no one else is present. Come to me with openness, without hesitation or fear of judgment. Bring me what burdens you, what confuses you, what exhausts you, and watch how I begin to transform your inner world. Release every anxiety, every unresolved issue, every sorrow you have carried longer than you ever intended. When you entrust these things to me, you will witness my intervention in places that once felt permanently closed off. I will open paths where there were none. I will renew your strength when weariness clings to your bones. I will restore hope where expectations had faded. I heal wounded spirits, revive dreams buried beneath discouragement, and breathe life into what seemed beyond restoration. Hold tightly to confidence, confidence not in your own ability, but in my faithful hands guiding your story. Be courageous, my child, and step forward without fear of what lies ahead. I am your safe haven, your refuge, your deliverer. Do not allow uncertainty to blind you to the blessings I have already positioned in your journey. I long to fill your days with overflowing goodness, with clarity of thought, with peace that silences anxious nights, with joy that remains steady even when situations shift. I provide insight for your decisions, supply for your needs, and strength for every battle. Know this truth deeply: your worth is not earned, measured, or bought. It comes from my love, and that love is endless, unchanging, and fiercely devoted to you. I am placing new strength in your spirit, a strength that will carry you through seasons that once felt impossible. Through my power, you will rise with courage and confidence, facing adversity not with trembling but with assurance that I walk beside you. When you come to me with humility, acknowledging your mistakes and releasing what once held you captive, you will experience the complete freedom of my forgiveness and the astounding comfort of my closeness. My promises are living, active, and they will guide your daily life in ways you will soon recognize with clarity. This day holds potential for a new beginning, a chapter of victory, a moment to stand taller in faith, a step toward the future I have prepared for you. As you trust me fully, you will see my plans unfold with precision and beauty. You are entering a time marked by change, favor, and breakthroughs long prepared for you. Remember always, I hear you, I see you, and I am here. Reflect on what you have endured and notice how I carried you through the storms, the nights of fear, the moments when hope seemed far away. Even when you felt weakened, I upheld you. Now is the moment to return firmly to the path of faith, to let your spirit be strengthened, awakened, and renewed. The shadows around you are lifting. The seasons of sorrow are ending. My favor will bring life to what once felt dry. I have never left your side, not for a single moment. When joy comes, remember who sustained you. When blessings arrive, remember who provided. When opportunities open, remember who guided your steps. Let your confidence be rooted in me, for I am your Creator, your Father, your compass, and your unwavering refuge. continue speaking with me, beloved. Your connection with me is shaping your destiny in ways unseen. There is more happening in the spiritual realm than your natural eyes can perceive, more movement, more protection, more preparation. I fight for you, advocate for you, defend you, and favor you even in moments that appear difficult. Your victory is tied to your trust, your perseverance, and your devotion to staying close to me. Seek me in the quiet moments and in the busy ones. Look for me in the calm and in the noise. I am at work continuously in your life. My intention is to bring profound transformation to your inner being, and from that transformation will flow strength, compassion, and light to others around you. As you give kindness, kindness will return to you. As you release burdens, freedom will rise within you. This season is one of remarkable unfolding. Hold steady. Release every heavy weight that clings to your heart, every hurt, every fear, every lingering doubt. Fix your gaze upon me. Let your trust be renewed. Let your spirit awaken. You are immeasurably precious in my eyes, and I am leading you into a time of blessing, clarity, and divine fulfillment. Stay close to me, my child. All that is coming will reveal just how deeply I have been shaping your life with purpose, love, and unending faithfulness. The anxieties that weigh upon your heart will fade into distant memories, and the cycles that once held you captive will lose all influence over your path. I remove your past missteps and cast them far from your remembrance. Do not let unease dominate your mind, for whenever fear approaches, turn your thoughts toward me and peace will rise within you like a gentle tide. You have known hardship, but even in your darkest moments, nothing, not sorrow, not loss, not disappointment, has ever had the power to separate you from my affection. I am breathing new life into hopes you thought were gone, restoring visions you believed had vanished, and stirring dreams that once felt unreachable. Your journey is shifting. The path ahead is widening, clearing, opening. Release the weight of unnecessary worry, for with me every possibility becomes attainable. Do not focus on past failures that feed your apprehension. Those shadows have no authority over the brilliant story I am writing for your life. I am giving you freedom from what confined you. You are not held by yesterday, you are carried by my grace today. You may not see it yet, but the ties that once restricted your growth have been fully severed. You are free to advance in strength and confidence. Watch how far you rise when you lean entirely upon me. Welcome my assistance, and do not look back at what no longer serves your journey. If you ever felt emotionally untouched or unseen, know that my limitless love surrounds you now with warmth and certainty. If loneliness ever wrapped itself around your heart, my presence now stands faithfully beside you. Those painful endings, those missed opportunities, those roots that closed around you, everything that once felt like a loss is being transformed under my care. Your trust in me steadies your steps more than you realize. I watch closely over the heart that finds refuge in my keeping. Do not depend on things that fade, for they will never satisfy your spirit. Bring me your struggles, your doubts, your moments of deep grief. Even when others say there is no hope, I am working quietly and powerfully. They do not see clearly what I am doing, but I do. I am your guiding light, and I will lead you. Take my hand and rise from sorrow, for I am aware of your fatigue, your weariness, your longing for peace. Never doubt my deep care for you. I open the doors of my grace wide enough for you to walk through without fear. Let go of what has passed. You do not need to carry the weight of old hurts or limiting attachments any longer. Your mistakes are forgiven. Release them from your spirit. Offer patience to those around you. Extend grace to those who misunderstood your heart. Free yourself from resentment, for forgiveness will lighten your path. Always remember, my child, that my closeness is unwavering. I walk with you through every valley and every mountaintop. In moments when life feels steady, I give you calm. When life feels unsettled, I shine my light upon your path. Call upon me with certainty, with confidence that I will respond. Hold tightly to your expectations of goodness, for what you hope for in faith will not return empty. Keep your thoughts lifted toward me, for your spirit becomes strong when your gaze remains fixed on my presence. Stay dependent on me, my precious one. Trust every direction I place before you. My blessings will accompany you through each waking moment and each night's rest. My love for you is steady, eternal, unbreakable. What was taken from you unjustly, your peace, your inner quiet, your connections with others, your opportunities, will be restored in abundance. Prepare your spirit for what I am arranging. Be firm. Do not yield to discouragement. I understand how deeply you have been wounded and how many walked away when your need was greatest. But I am here. I surround you with unwavering compassion, offering you a place of rest and relief. I will strengthen the tender parts of your heart, rekindle the hope that grew dim, and help you move forward with renewed purpose and confidence. I will guide your inner being to stand with dignity, not as one who seeks conflict, but as one who carries truth, honor, courage, and victory. No darkness, no harsh words, no opposing force can block the light I pour into your life. Exercise patience, my beloved child. My timing is perfect, and I am never late. Times of stillness are not signs of abandonment. They are the sacred spaces where I arrange the next chapters of your journey. In quiet seasons, I prepare breakthroughs. In hidden seasons, I plant seeds of favor that will soon rise. I will forge paths toward meaningful pursuits, not only for provision but to restore your sense of worth, dignity, and direction. I will meet your daily needs, ease the burden of your body where it feels weary, bring into your life loyal hearts who will support your growth, and guide you toward dreams you once thought you had lost forever. Your past, even its mistakes, cannot hinder what I am about to do. I am not limited by what you have done or left undone. I am the one who redeems, rebuilds, restores, and reawakens. Throughout your lifetime, I will accomplish extraordinary things, shaping your experiences into a testimony that lifts others from despair into hope. My faithfulness will not falter, even as I bring new changes, blessings, and shifts into your days. I have seen your quiet hours, the tears you shed when no one knew, the hollow spaces within you where joy once lived. I have watched the moments you masked your pain and the times you kept walking despite the heaviness in your soul. Do not let fear guide your steps now. Take my hand. Let me guide you through tangled thoughts and difficult seasons. Share with me the worries that keep you awake. Speak to me of the fears you have not dared to voice. Let go of the burdens that tighten your chest. There is no emotion in your heart that is hidden from me. I understand each one with tenderness. You were crafted with purpose, intention, and divine design. In your youth, you trusted easily, freely offering your heart. Over time, the world taught you caution. Painful experiences made you hesitant. Shame pushed you into silence. Disappointment closed parts of your heart. Yet I see every wound, every scar, every quiet ache. I know the places where you felt misunderstood, diminished, or overlooked. But I am here to remind you that none of these moments define you. You are defined by my love, shaped by my grace, strengthened by my presence. And I am leading you out of the shadows into the fullness of who you truly are. My beloved one, nothing in your story is wasted. Not a single tear, not a single loss, not a single night of struggle. I gather all of it into my hands and transform it into wisdom, compassion, and resilience within you. Everything you have endured is being woven into a greater purpose. You are stepping into a time of healing, restoration, and renewal. A time when burdens will lift, clarity will come, and your spirit will rise in strength. Hold fast to me. I hope this message has been an inspiration to you. If it touched your heart, write Amen in the comments and share it with someone who also needs to hear this word. I invite you to click on the first comment, where you will find a special prayer and a suggestion to strengthen your spiritual journey. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to receive more inspiring content like this. See you tomorrow. Keep your heart open. Let your trust be constant. What I am building in you will stand firm, weather storms, and carry you into blessings beyond your expectation. You are cherished. You are protected. You are guided. And you are never, never alone. With love, God.